Today, what I am about to show you will help you become successful and get your desired results. Viewers, we have made it easy for you because we spend hundreds of hours in doing research, editing and producing great content for you, so just you can easily understand the philosophy behind job interviews and know how to answer tricky job interview questions. So grab your notebook and pencil and don't go anywhere, because success comes to those who are busy working on it. In a job interview, the recruiter might ask, "Why should we hire you for our organization?" Most of the candidates try to answer this tricky question like this.
Because I'm totally unemployed and at this moment my standards for what I'll do for money are pretty low and flexible right now, including working for you.
Viewers, let me tell you that this is not the type of response they're looking for. First off, why is this even a question you should answer during an interview? Why are they asking this? Haven't we moved past this by now? No, they're not trying to be difficult. The reality is, this question isn't going anywhere, because the answer of this question will always be of interest to the person doing the hiring. Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Interview Guy. You're funny, smart, hard worker, multilingual, multi-talented, never gets tired, won't back down from a challenge, outside of the box thinker. So why is it when an employer asks you in the middle of an interview, "Why should we hire you?" and you suddenly go blank? This question is the perfect opportunity for you to pitch yourself to your potential employer and stand out from the crowd. You should really show the hiring manager that you are the perfect candidate and how you can help the company. If there is any chance that you are stressing out, then don't worry, because in this video, I will highlight the top 5 points to help you figure out how to prepare your own answer to "Why should we hire you?" I will also show several killer examples to use as jumping off points for your own tailored answers. But first, before answering this question, you should ask yourself, what value do you add? What are you bringing to the table that the other candidates aren't? What is it about you that will enhance their team? The company? Their brand? Why are you a good fit for this position? Now, without further ado, let's have a look at the 5 points to help you answer this interview question. Point number 1, tailor your answer. Every company or organization has a certain type of person in mind when it comes to the position they are interviewing for. This person will usually need to have 1, 2, or even more specific qualities that the organization believes in, or puts a lot of emphasis on. When the organization is conducting interviews, they will normally select the person who best exemplifies the specific qualities they are looking for. To ensure you are showing your hiring manager that you do in fact possess the qualities they are looking for, you need to infuse these qualities into your answers to the interview questions. Point number 2, research the company. But how are you supposed to know which qualities to highlight in your answer? Well, you need to roll up your sleeves and do a little research on the company and the role. In other words, look for clues. Why the company is hiring someone for this position? What problem or pain points does the new hire have to solve? The first place you need to mine for these clues is in the job description, which is generally posted on the job board when you apply for the position. It will often contain a list of required skills and abilities that you can highlight in your response. Apart from that, pay extra attention to the company's social accounts to reveal more about their culture. You can get an idea of the types of people they hire, and therefore, an entirely unique set of qualities. Point number 3, what you have that others don't. Okay, so chances are you are going up against a group of candidates that all have very similar skills and experience. The trick is to set yourself apart, and you can do this by answering this question by highlighting a unique trait that you have, that will contribute positively to the position. For example, everyone who is competing for an administrative assistant role will have experience with answering phones, word processing and filing. But let's say you also had some project management experience. You could really emphasize your elevated skill at maintaining schedules and calendars, delegating tasks, and making deadlines. This little emphasis could really set you apart from the other candidates and leave you as a front runner for the position. Viewers, before we move on to point number 4, be sure to give us a like down below, so we know what's useful to you. If you want to stay updated on our weekly career tips, do subscribe our channel and of course hit that notification bell. Point number 4, solve a problem. In answering this question, you have the opportunity to provide a solution to any potential problems that the company you are applying to might be facing and cause the company to post the job that you are currently applying for. For example, you may come across a news item for a local hardware store that talks about how the lack of modernization of their computer systems has recently caused them to fall behind the industry standard in terms of their online ordering. Seeing as how they posted a job for a business systems analyst, which you are currently applying for, it would seem that you have the opportunity to offer a solution to fix the problem during your answer to this question. Your answer might begin with, "First things first, I understand that you are having an issue with your online ordering. I would begin by," and then offer a solution to the problem. They will definitely not resist. Point number 5. Create a pitch and practice. Okay, so there's a really good chance that you will face this question during your job interview. So there is really no excuse for you to be unprepared, stutter, or make any other little mistake that would indicate that you are not confident. After all, this question is really all about confidence. If you can't quickly and easily respond to this question, then you won't exactly be instilling a lot of confidence in the hiring manager. So consider the tips that I provided above and formulate a response that is natural and professional. You then want to find a colleague and practice presenting your answer in a casual and conversational tone. But not too casual, because this is a professional setting and you always want to remain assertive and businesslike. This is a question that will come up in a lot of interviews. Make sure for each and every interview you have done your research ahead of time and made sure your answer fits the job as well as the company. If you're interviewing for a job with a company that puts a lot of value in volunteer work outside of the office, that's something you can use to help add weight to your answer. If you're interviewing for a job with an employer who values a team environment, don't talk about how great you are as a lone wolf. So, are you ready for a few good examples? Of course you are. But remember, these are only examples. You need to make sure you tailor your responses appropriately. Let's have a look at the examples. Scenario number 1, you're applying for a job as a project manager. You've got tons of experience, but know that you're also up against some stiff competition with equally qualified candidates. How do you make yourself stand out? You could answer something like this.
When I read the job posting, I noticed that you specifically mentioned you were looking for someone with project management experience. As you can see on my resume, I have over 10 years of experience as a project manager, but what I think really sets me apart from other candidates and will make me a valuable addition to your team is my ability to combine that with my people skills. I really value lasting relationships and actively seek to build those with developers, vendors, and senior managers alike. I also enjoy interacting with customers and know that a happy customer is a repeat customer. My passion for this industry and the job I do drives me to deliver high-quality work every day.
Now this type of answer allowed for a bit of uniqueness to be thrown in with the quick anecdote about lasting relationships and customer service. This answer is great because it quickly highlights a skill that was listed in the posting and how the candidate matches up, as well as give a short little peek into a personal philosophy that is unique to who they are. Scenario number 2, you're a recent college graduate trying to get your first job in retail. You've never had actual paid employment before but did spend several summers as a volunteer. How do you make the experience you have match up to the experience the hiring manager is looking for? Your answer could be something like this.
I'm a very motivated worker and a fast learner, and although I'm new to the world of retail in general, I'm not new to customer service. I noticed in your job posting that a big part of this position is interacting with customers. During my time working as a volunteer tour guide at the zoo during the summer, I realized just how much I enjoyed helping people out and ensuring that our visitors were not only well taken care of, but that their experience was a positive one. I'm excited by the prospect of bringing this same level of commitment and enthusiasm to this new and exciting opportunity, and I think this position is a great fit for me.
Nicely put. If you find yourself in a similar position where you lack experience, rather than resorting to begging or waffling your way through, take the opportunity to showcase how the experience you do have relates to what you want to do. Scenario number 3. You're switching careers and the job you're applying for is in the banking industry, but your background is construction management. How do you make your past work history mesh well with what you'd like your future work to be? You could answer something like this.
As you can see by my resume, the majority of my employment history has been as a construction manager, a role that has given me a good understanding of how regulated businesses, including banks. I noticed in your posting that you were specifically looking for someone to help manage and coordinate new accounts. As a construction manager, I was responsible for not only organizing employees and tracking projects, but was also responsible for managing corporate accounts, employee payroll, and company credit cards. I developed a good understanding of the current regulatory environment for banks and how they meet the tracking and reporting requirements as they relate to the accounts I managed. I am confident that my past experience will translate well into the position you are offering, and I am excited to begin this new chapter in my career.
These were the 5 tips to help you figure out how to prepare your own answer to why should we hire you. Remember, focus on your most compelling selling points and keep in mind that the hiring managers are asking you this question because they want to know what you are bringing to them if they hire you. Ultimately, these examples should give you some solid ideas about approaching that interview question. Use the information above to your advantage. That way, you'll be able to craft a fantastic answer whenever the need arises. Viewers, don't go anywhere because here is a brief summary of what you should do and what you shouldn't in answering today's question. Trust me, you don't want to miss these briefs. Show the hiring manager that you are uniquely suited to filling this position. Be the candidate that solves their problems. Show you know some significant details about the company and their general practices because you have researched the firm and are prepared. Tell a success story that highlights how you have the qualities needed to fill their specific needs. Don't get discouraged if the hiring manager mentions that they have lots of very well qualified candidates before they lead into this question. It's very common that they ask such type of questions. Don't give a general answer, but the key thing here is to be specific. Don't be too shy. This is your chance to shine. Make it count. On the flip side, don't go too overboard and sound too arrogant. Don't misrepresent yourself or pump up your experiences or qualifications just to impress your interviewer. Not only will the truth eventually come out, but you risk being fired for false representation. Don't get boastful with this answer, and they certainly don't beg. Don't answer with why you want the job. Answer with why you are the perfect fit for the job. Now that you know a lot about today's interview question, find out more informative videos on our YouTube channel. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. That's all for today. Stay tuned and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.